What's up, guys? I have been back with another video. I have been terribly not making videos because of all this drama I've been having to deal with. But who cares, because, I'm back making videos and it's been a long time. Now, I wanted to start off with my channel basically brand new, so I deleted every single video that I ever made and I just wanted to move on. Alright, so moving on to this new type of, I don't know, this new phase of my channel. I redid my TG deck, mostly just the side. Now the side is just been changed. I don't run a Giga Brilliant in mine. I don't see why I put that in there. But yeah, I run a lot of new stuff that I ran, and I have new principles. As you notice, I did take out the TGM1 thingy, mainly because I had times in a duel where I did have the card, but they'll just end up playing around it. Or sometimes it'll just come down to top decking, and then I'll just draw it at the wrong moment. Now, if I had Pot of Avarice in this deck, I wouldn't mind running it. But since I do not like Pot of Avarice, since I have few monsters and it's just a horrible type of thing, then I'm not gonna run it. Not on top of that, I would also run macro, and I usually do not like to side, a spell for another trap, and I just can't find the room for this deck. Sorry, excuse me. But yeah, so let's get on with the deck profile. I run 3 Barbaros, which is really great. 3 Rush Rhino, 3 TG Werewolf, and then 1 Striker. I love the artwork on the new Striker. It looks awesome. I mean, I wish they made it in a real card. But moving on, I run 2 Maxi, 1 Monster Reborn, 2 Pot of Duality, 2 Lances, and then to the traps, 3 Horned Phantom Beasts, 2 Bottomless, 2 Mirror Force, 3 Deep Prison, 3 Compulse, 2 Phoenix Chain, 3 Skill Drain, 1 Solemn Judgment, 3 Dark Bribe, and then 1 Solemn Warning. For the what's it called again? For the extra deck, there you go. For the extra deck, I run 1 Scrap Dragon, 1 Thought Ruler, 1 Stardust, 1 Gaia, Catastor, TG Wonder Magician, Utopia, Popple Operative, Corn, the Stroke Master, the Acid Golem, Levier, Djinn, and then Zen mains. And for the 15th, I'm still puzzled. For the hell of it, you can just do whatever the hell you want with that if you want to neck deck this or copy or whatever. But to tell you the truth, you don't really need your Exceeds unless you're in a tight situation where it's like you have 2 of these werewolves, and then the main ones I usually just run is the TG Wonder Magician, the Catastor, the Thought Ruler, the Scrap Dragon. Sometimes the Force of the Earth, because it has get you out of tight situations. The Utopia, basically just all these. I can't find another one that's really mained, except for Gaga Cowboy. Never mind. Forget everything I just said. Gaga Cowboy, because that's the one I wanted to put in my extra deck. I was like, what card I should have put in there, and I totally forgot about that card. Forget. Moving on to the side is 3 Morphing Jar 2s, 3 MSTs, 2 Twisters, 1 Summon Limit, 3 Macro, and then of course the 3 Imperial Wall. Alright, for the explanation of this part, I run 3 Barbaros, obviously because this is a skill drain deck. You summon this bad boy, you have a 3k beater with a Horned Phantom Beast. It's just really amazing. A 38 beater that makes you draw every time you destroy a monster is just amazing all by itself. On top of that, you don't have to worry about Raikou, Man-Eater bugs, or anything like that when you have this combo going. And the only thing you really have to worry about is just a Deep Prison, not a Compulse, but just a Deep Prison, Bottomlesses, which Lance usually takes care of, or have one of these set down Dark Bribes. I will Dark Bribe a Bottomless only if it is crucial to the play and it allows me to continue on with my pressurizing thing, if that makes sense. But yeah, just 3 Barbaros, just amazing. The 7 TGs just amazingly search out each other, and it just allows you to plus here and there. Like, you attack, or suicide, you just search out for anything. They dark hole you. You're like, okay, you waste a dark hole. I get to search out for the next guy, and this guy gets to search out for the next guy. It's just a really always has a monster, thins out your deck a lot, and makes you just plus like crazy. 2 Maxis, I had them in the side. If you've seen my previous videos before I deleted them, I always sided Max C, but now I made it because it's helps me through tremendous pushes. I mean, when they try to push, I Max C, and then I try to answer for everything they have when I have all my back row face down. And it just helps you speed up the deck and just does amazing plays. I mean, I really can't go further than that. I tried to push 3, but I couldn't find the time. I couldn't find the room. One Monster Reborn, the 2 Power Duality, and the Lance. Those are the only 5 spell cards I see fit for the deck. Dark Hole, you run a low monster count. Why would you want to destroy your own monsters? You know, you should let your opponent do that work. And then Heavy Storm, hello, you're running 23 traps. I mean, come on. And then of course the Power Duality to make the deck consistent, because sometimes I do have problems. Not problems. I mean, I'll get a monster first hand 85% of the time. This just increases it to 95% of the time. It literally helps that much. And if my opponent is going explosive, Max C just makes me draw into one of the monsters. There's only one time in regionals that I did not draw into a monster in the round for the rest of the duel until like the very last moment, and I end up winning anyways, because that's all I really needed. And I was like, okay, you know, TG Rush Rhino, attack with one of them, 20, draw a card, and then I drew into more back row. And I just sat on this Rhino until like 3 turns later. I remember this play really distinctive because it was just an amazing comeback. That's why I remember it so, you know, it's just amazing. Lance, because you have low monster count, so you want to protect it, you know, or try to go aggressive play, because that's the only reason why I run it. Or on occasionally I'll activate his effect if I have like 3 TGs on the field and a Monster Reborn and stuff, and I have a skill drain, and I tribute 3 to bring out Barbels, and have a face on skill drain. They'd be like, okay, you activate his effect for nothing. Okay, chain Lance or chain Compulse, effect load your whole field. I have done that on occasions, and it's really awesome. Okay, moving on, I run 3 Horde of Phantom Beasts. It's self-explanatory. It's the draw power of the deck, and also overkills every single monster that is like 38 under. Bottom is self-explanatory. Mirror Forces, I do not like Torrentials. Mainly the reason why is because Dark Hole. But Mirror Forces is just awesome because Skill Drain limits their play, you know, and they like to blind MST stuff, and they usually miss the Skill Drain. So what they're doing is special. Yeah, but there's no monster effects being popped, so they have to attack just for aggressive plays. And then I just Mirror Force their butt. 3D Prison is just amazing. 3 Compulse, I used to run 2, but put it up to 3 because they just succeed like crazy. And it's just an amazing play when they're like, okay, you know, Drago Sack, effect, okay, chain, you know, skill drain. They don't get a token, then I'll be like, okay, Compulse, you know. But, you know, it's just stuff like that. Solemn Judgment, 2 Phoenix Chain. Because if I don't draw into skill drain, I'm going to have to deal with their Drago Sack or anything else. My friend said Effect Veiler at one point, but then I was like, no, because then, you know, what happens if they attack and it goes down to top decking? And he's like, you know what, you're right, just change your Phoenix Chains, and by all means, it's working so far. 3 skill drain, self-explanatory, and all this negation is just to keep control. If you do not want to lose the control on the board, or else you're going to lose. I've been playing this deck for, I think, like 2 years now straight, and it's been really, really fun. I have different versions back then, but I believe this is like, you know, you get so used to a deck, you start thinking outside the box. Not really, that's just a lie, don't even listen to that. But yeah, the extra deck is really self-explanatory. The side deck is not really, because, well, yes and no. Probably you understand these 7, and the 5 destruction back row is just for game 2 where they try to do skill drain. I just surprise them like, okay, MST Twisters. You know, I just straight out surprise them. It works. I usually works up against Mermills and the Dragons when they're just set. Okay, set, go. Game 2 is really different. Like, they'll play totally different. They know I'm playing a stun deck, so they'll be like, okay, let's go back row hate, you know? Let's threaten and roar you. You know, it just really does surprise them. What really surprises them is when I play Morphing Jar 2. Now, I throw these 3 in here when I have 3 skill drain on the field. Now, keep in mind, I always play around skill drain or Roy Decree. If they have Roy Decree in there, and I don't draw into that, and they spam the whole field, and I have set Morphing Jar 2, you know, all the time, I am not kidding with you, they always get Morphing Jar 2'd. Last time I had a set down skill drain, a set down Morphing Jar 2, and then a set Lance. This card is amazing because I flipped, I activated the effect, he's like, no, you can't do that skill drain. I was like, you're right, chain, Lance, it's unaffected by there. There, return everything. This card is really amazing. I run this over Fossil Dyna, Snowman Eater, any type of flippy card you can think of. I run Morphing Jar 2 because it hits all their field. It goes around the effect of being unaffected by destruction, and it doesn't target. And on top of that, you make your opponent waste all these cards. I made an opponent waste three of his good cards plus 2 of his boss monsters, and it's just amazing. His 2 priestesses and his 2 judgment. I mean, with 1 judgment, the fate, and of course the wisdom. I made him send all that with just Morphing Jar 2 and cost him the game because he couldn't special summon because of the priestess, and he couldn't get over my skill drain and my Barbaros, and it just overwhelmed him with that. So yeah, there you guys, there you have it. That's my, you know, my my explanation of the deck. I'm still working on it. I'm trying to fix up this Phoenix chain. I don't know, it could be something else, but you know, I'm still working on it. Tell me what you guys think. I would love your input on this deck because I'm still, you know, twerking it here and there. Alright guys, take care. That's my video, and take out, because I'm gonna go eat some food right now. Bye.